Welcome back, everybody. Sorry it took me a few days to get caught up. I had a pretty busy weekend that I hadn't foreseen and realized I couldn't set you up for as quick of a success as I wanted to. I am hoping you're not feeling too overwhelmed. We're going to try and knock out lesson 7. And my hope is that everybody gets everything done this weekend. But if for some reason things look a little touch and go, we can do it. You can have a Thanksgiving break to work on it. All right. That's my hope. I'm saying that verbally, that I would like for you to turn things in next Monday or Tuesday. Not sure what your school semester or your school's plan is for Thanksgiving, but that's what I would hope. But I'm going to try and remember to make sure that this essay due date isn't due until the Sunday after Thanksgiving. And then we'll just have the last 2 weeks to finish and then have a final and you're done. And I have an idea about that, but we'll see. That's another deal. I told you I'd talk to you about the definition essay. It's kind of weird. I'd never really thought about writing an essay like this, but this is one of the modes that Highland wants you to cover. And it really is so simple of an idea that you can go over the top. And what I want you to do is come up with a general definition of something. You can use Webster's, I suppose, or an author defines it a certain way. And then you build on a broad example. It's almost like the exemplification essay, a broader definition, or no, it's broad definition. Then I encourage you to come into a more specific definition where it could be applied differently, and then more of a personal definition for you. So happiness is how this section starts, right? What are the different ways to define happiness? Happiness is a warm puppy. And then talk about what does that mean? But we also then see the guy who wrote Jurassic Park, I think, here. Michael Crichton wrote Jurassic Park. We're often told happiness is an illusion, and some of us believe it, despite the experience of our own lives. Happiness is obviously not an illusion, because we've all felt it, not once, but many times. There's to talk about happiness, and people have experienced it, and then go into your own experience about happiness. So that's really all that we're doing, is find something that you're defining, bring it into a more specific, but not too specific right away, and define it in that context, and then bring it into a personal world. And it's similar to the exemplification essay. And sometimes you want to talk about what it is, and then also what it isn't. What isn't happiness? I would argue happiness isn't joy. I think joy and happiness are different. Just a thought. And when you're writing about whatever it is you're defining, and maybe you already have an idea, some of you are just like, I get it. Here's an essay. Grade it. Give me a grade. Okay. Most of us, though, are like, I don't know what you want me to do. And I just thought this, oh, thank goodness, finally they're talking to somebody in the Midwest here. By definition, a farmer is someone who tills the soil for a living. But I define a true farmer according to his or her attitudes toward the land. Profound thought. Maybe you could pull on that. What would you define a farmer to be? And then maybe use what you've seen your family do to work towards that. What's a good student look like? So if you need ideas, text me. You've got my number. You need to process through it, can, but I really just want you to, something you're interested in, what's a good basketball player? Define that for me. Don't give me any goat stuff on basketball players, all right? What's a good lady who works at the grocery store. What's a good grocery store clerk? That's a shout out for those of you. I almost stopped by actually the other day in Frankfurt. I know some of you are from Centralia and Atchison, but I almost stopped by Frankfurt because I saw a guy hauling in something, and I'm like, that could be. I didn't stop. There was tons of construction. It was a big pain in my neck. It's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to help because I was out of town. Wasn't able to get this video going correctly. All right, so I hope I'm helping. Probably not. Here's an example of what somebody wrote for me in the past. They defined love, and they went off of Plato's definition of love. And then how is it displayed? Maybe you can pause this and read what this person wrote. There's familial love. There's personal love here, like between two people, intimacy, and looks like I didn't fix the edits they needed to do. Just a quick example that if you slowed this down and wanted to read it, go right ahead. You're not required to. And now for the Easter egg, for those of you who actually watched this to the end. Are you ready for the Easter egg? Thing is, you guys all hang out together. So if one of you saw it, whatever. Here's the Easter egg. I'm really into different ideas on writing, okay? I'm really into it. Different ways of communication. And this is a writing class, and you guys have done tons of writing. Here's the Easter egg. If you wanted to do a podcast over a definition of something, I'd count it for the essay. You just got to find a way to get it to me. It might upload. You might have to record it and put a picture on it and record it on YouTube and email it to me. I don't care. I don't care. I want you to do something that's like, huh, I could do that? Yeah, I can do that. Maybe even a video, like an interview. Sweet. Let's do something a little different. Been writing for months. So there's the Easter egg. Happy Easter. I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to hit Command-Shift-R, and I might look like a genius and stop this from recording, or I might have to fumble through this and go, oh, sorry, bye. Here we go. Command-Shift-R. I have no idea if it worked. Let's see. No, it didn't work. Thought it would stop. Oh well. Bye. I'm 0 for 2. Over 2 on stopping this silly recording.